What's happening, YouTube? It's your girl V, the Notary. Excuse me. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. Good news, y'all know I was kind of like down bad last week. And I know it doesn't sound like it, but I am feeling much better. So I wanted to come and talk to you guys about something that a lot of you have been in my comments asking me about, and that is the 8A development program. Okay, so I'm getting more into dipping my toe into talking to you guys about government contracting, the advancement of small businesses, etc., etc. And what better way to kind of go through the motions than to give you some information, some pertinent information about the 8A program. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the 8A program, and this is mostly for all of my small businesses who are currently doing work for the federal government. You could be a subcontractor who's looking to get more into getting prime contracts. You want to win those $1 million contracts, those $500,000 contracts, $10 million, for people just like you. You guys are the people who I, am interested in giving this information to, okay? So, what is the 8A program? Just a quick overview. Number one, in order to be an 8A business, you have to be a disadvantaged business, okay? Socioeconomically disadvantaged business, all right? So that's number one. So you have to be an SDB, which is social disadvantaged business. So that's the first qualification. The second qualification is that you have to have some tenure in this game. The 8A program is not necessarily for businesses who have been, in business 6 months. Let's say you just gotten off the ground and you haven't necessarily had any type of contractual work with the federal government. You haven't had any type of subcontracting work with any of these private contractors. So this is not necessarily for you, but you still need to listen, because as you grow and progress in your business, this is what you're going to aspire to. Because in my opinion, this is my opinion, the 8A Business Development Program is probably the best socioeconomic program that is available for small businesses. Okay, so 8A. Again, I told you that the 8A aspect of it it kind of comes from the part of the Small Business Act, which is the 8A portion of the Small Business Act, which kind of delineates, all of the processes and procedures for being in this program. Okay, so it is a developmental program that is 9 years. Okay, it's a 9-year program. So once you get your 8A status, you are in there for 9 years. Okay, that is the great thing about that. The first 4 years of that program is the developmental part of the program. Okay, so that's the part for you to learn more about government contracting, learn more about all of the agencies. You're going to be doing a lot of networking. You're going to be rubbing elbows and getting to know the different agencies, targeting the agencies that you want to work with. In those first 4 years, you're going to be another great thing about the 8A program is the SBA is going to provide you with a lot of training. You're going to have like a developmental coach who's going to help, guide you through the program. And then the last 5 years of the program are to kind of transition you and get you ready to get out of the program, so that when you're out of it, you're rocking and rolling. You are pretty much a pro in this federal contracting landscape. You know what to do. You've made the connections not only with the prime contractors, but with the federal agencies, with the different contracting officer representatives. You are solidified in this game and you're ready to graduate out of the program and you're on your way. And a lot of times, you guys, a lot of 8A companies do so well in this program that once they graduate, a lot of them are no longer even small businesses. A lot of times that happens, okay? Also, the really, really good thing about this program is I mentioned that it's a 9-year developmental program. However, let's just say in year 8.5, so you're almost about to graduate out of the program. In year 8.5, let's say you are awarded a contract in that last year, it's a 5-year contract, you're still eligible for it for the remainder of the 5 years. Okay, so even if you graduate out of the program, let's say you're out of it, but you have like 2, 3, 4 years left in the contract, that is still applicable to you. So that's another great thing. You can even get contracts on your way out of the program, and they're still viable. You're still going to get paid. You're still going to be, invoiced and all of that good stuff. All of that is still applicable. So that's another thing for you to remember. Okay. So the 8A program, like I mentioned, it's great because, it's a business development program where you're getting, and I mean great training from SBA to just guide you. And the purpose is to make you into a really, really strong business so that you can reach back and give back to the economy, by hiring, employees, all the ways that our small businesses contribute to the advancement of the economy. And that is the purpose of developing you through the program. So within this program, the great thing about it is, number one, it's a streamlined acquisition process. Okay, you guys. And what does that mean? I think I mentioned in one of my videos before that the contracting process and procurement process can be very convoluted, very long. Sometimes contracts can take up to 2 to 3 years to be awarded. That's like the norm at my agency because our staffing is terrible. We need more contract specialists at my agency to process a lot of these. But sometimes contracts can take up to 2, 3, and sometimes 4 years to be awarded. But with the 8A program, the process is so much more streamlined. Contracts can be awarded within, usually 2 to 6 months, which really cuts down on procurement action lead times. So that's great for the agency. It's very, very, it makes it a program that our different program offices really love, because not only are you getting your procurement awarded quickly and getting your services started quickly, but you're dealing with well-established small businesses that are already doing well, but are just working to develop, themselves. How is it good for you? I'm sure you would rather get your contract awarded in 2 to 6 months versus, 12 months to 24 months. So it cuts down dramatically on the PALT, the procurement action lead time, to ensure that, contracts are awarded quickly. Okay. Another great thing about the program is that there are competitive 8A procurements, and then there's sole source procurements. The sole sources are processed even quicker, sometimes within weeks. And a lot of our programs take advantage of sole source. And what is sole source? Because you may not know what a sole source procurement is. That is when there is usually one contractor that can perform whatever the services are. We find in research and development, those type of procurements, a lot of those are sole source because, you're dealing with people's that are in a lot of situations, they have done the research and development for a product or a service, and they have the right to the service. They're the only contractor that can do that. Therefore, it has to be awarded to them. So that I'm just giving you an example of what sole source means. That is when there is exactly what it says. There's one source that can perform this service, or one source that can provide this product. Okay. But with the 8A program, it's a little more streamlined. Whereas if SBA accepts that company into the 8A program, you are able to sole source, that service. And usually it's approved. Okay. So there's an instance where you have sole source 8As, which are processed quickly. And then we have competitive 8As where, it's only competed, or let me use terms that you guys understand, where the contracting officer is making a selection that is only between other 8As. So you're only competing with other 8As, which is great because it might be 3 8A companies that are competing for the same contract versus you competing for the contract against 50 other small businesses or whatever, so it makes the odds of you winning that contract even better. Okay. Now, for the dollar thresholds for the 8A program are 4.5 million for all acquisitions except for manufacturing acquisitions. The threshold is up to 7 million. So what does that mean? That means that they can award a contract to you, sole source or competitive 8A. That is, if it's manufacturing, it can be up to 7 million. And if it is anything else, any other type of product or service, it's $4.5 million. Okay. Another tidbit that I want to tell you is, remember I mentioned before that it's for socioeconomically disadvantaged businesses. If you are a Native American Pacific Islander company, you are also qualified to be in the 8A program, okay? And we do at my agency specifically, you know, not only do we work really hard to support 8A companies, but we also seek out, because there are a lot of really great Native American Pacific Islander companies that are 8As, and so we like to support them as well. A lot of them do a great job. There are a lot of them that are in Alaska, Washington, obviously kind of on the West Coast where there are more Indian reservations and things like that. So we definitely like to support everybody, and because again, every area of the country has, you know, their own, you know, economic situation, and we want to make sure that we're contributing and allowing them to add value to their community. So we want to support them as well. So for my Native American Pacific Islander companies, you are also qualified to enter into the 8A program, you know, as long as your business is already kind of moving and shaking, and you know, you want to make sure that you apply. So how do you apply? SBA has a process. So you will go to their website and you would look up the process, and I think that you have to meet certain qualifications and be under a certain amount of revenue. I don't remember the exact numbers, personal revenue and business revenue. So you want to make sure that you are within that threshold for that. But there are some, you know, different qualifications. But if you are already an SDB, and your business has already been established for, you know, a few years and you're doing well, the 8A program would be great for you. Okay. So like I said, in addition to making the acquisition process quicker, getting your award done quicker so you can start working and making money quicker, you know, the 8A program comes with a lot of training. It comes with set aside opportunities. It comes with, you know, again, my agency, we love 8A set asides. We really, really utilize the 8A program because most 8A businesses are stellar, and it allows us to support small businesses and help them to grow. And you know, that's what's more important than that. We got to make sure that we put that at the forefront. You know, in the U.S., again, small businesses are the most important. They're the heart and the soul of everything that we do. So we want to always make sure that we support our small businesses, and doing that through the 8A program is a great way to do it. So in closing, I hope you guys learned a little bit more about the 8A program. Hopefully I've enticed you guys to look a little deeper and to see if your business would be right for the 8A program, and if so, I encourage you to immediately apply, because I guarantee you, once you get into the 8A program, you will see your business grow dramatically. Okay, so as always, you guys, if you have any questions, please drop down in my comments. If you want to hear any more about, you know, the HubZone program, the woman-owned small business program, Service Disabled, I'm very familiar with all of them, the advantages of being in those programs. So if you want to hear more about those, you guys let me know. And again, for my notaries, is I don't want y'all to feel left out. My notaries, you guys are, you know, you can also apply to some of these amazing programs that SBA has to offer as it pertains to socioeconomic programs, Specifically, there's a lot of you notaries who are really growing your business, who are starting, signing services. You guys want to make sure you take advantage of some of these socioeconomic programs as well. Some of my ladies, you want to make sure that you are a certified woman-owned small business. It's important because you can do work with the government as a notary, okay? So make sure you guys take advantage of these programs as well. So anyway, like I said, if you have any questions, you guys, please drop down in my comments. Let me know. Like, subscribe, share my videos. My channel is continuing to grow, and I appreciate all of you for that. And get the word out so that people can get, all of the information that I'm sharing, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.